Hello everyone, this is Archive12, and today I have a new rap from Rustage, Shwabadi, and Connor Quest. It's the Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Deadpool rap, Red 3. Spider-Man and Deadpool are two of my favorite comic book heroes, and in terms of live action adaptations, the Daredevil TV series is one of my personal favorites for that one. So I am very much looking forward to hearing what these three individuals have decided to put together for this very interesting three-person comic book rap. Link will be in the description below if you want. It's past midnight right now. I've worked 10 hours and I've already done 3 reactions. My apologies. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing and I will be talking about it. And without further ado, before I scuff this anymore, because I have a bad habit of doing that on Rustage's songs, let's get started. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that's an interesting choice of character assignments. So we've got Rustage on Daredevil, Shwabadi on Spider-Man, and Connor Quest on Deadpool. I'll be honest. I feel like Rustage would be good for Deadpool. I mean, I'm not knocking Connor, but I could see Connor being good for Spider-Man, Shwabadi being good for Daredevil, and Rustage being good for Deadpool. If I were to assign the characters to those guys, that's what I would do. So I'm very curious to see what this assignment's going to come up with.
Red 3, yeah. Yeah. Man, it's a dark day in hell and you don't want to dance with the devil in the moonlight. But behind the bars of the cell, you'd be begging me to leave, not even managing a few nights. Looking to judge my sins, but I sub right in like a feeling, so I do right. Talking about my keys like a true code. Realize will quiver in the river because the tune lines, because I'm gonna feel.
First of all, Rustage is doing his Rustage shit. So yeah, that means that I'm gonna have to be very careful and paying very close attention with the bars that are coming out. I'm rewinding a little bit because I really want to hear that again. Especially the Phoenix Wright bar. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Man, it's a dark day in hell and you don't want to dance with the devil in the moonlight. But behind the bars of the cell, you'd be begging me to leave, not even managing a few nights. Looking to judge my sins, but I sub right in like a feeling, so I do right. Talking about my keys like a true crime. Every little quiver in the river because the tune lines, because I'm gonna feel the heartbeat and the feelings. Get deep prepared, step into the demon's lair. Take a fight with the blind, but it seems unfair, because they ain't got the sights, so we speak in pairs. They be seeing foggy, ain't got perceive how I leave a body. Head like the news like a murder, and they ain't too foxy, because you know they'll read a copy. Punish it, but I don't need a shoddy. I take a man off the board like his Pinterest. I turn a king to a princess. Ain't miss a shot like a bullseye, man on the edge of your view like a vignette. Dropping a man like my views and my interest. Printing my facts in a room with an inkjet. This is my opening statement. I break down the law and review the shit in depth. Yeah.
Okay, Rustage. I see what you did. I see what you did. First with the foggy reference and the... This man has no chill, okay? There is not a single chill bone in Rustage's body. Just period. Like, he started, he ended, and he kind of just ran us over. This was not Daredevil. This was the fucking Flash, okay? I am always impressed by how fast Rustage can rap and how clear and concise he can make these bars. And he goes so fast that, like, that's one of my biggest problems with listening to Rustage for a first-time reaction, is that I don't catch everything because he's moving at the speed of goddamn light. But regardless, I did catch some of them. I'll probably catch more on the second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth listen, because it always takes me that many times. But just in the first one, I did catch a few of them, and they were very clever. I'm not surprised, but you know, it's Rustage, you know. I come to expect Rustage to bring his A game because I don't think he accepts anything less from himself, and I respect that. So I think Shwabadi's up next with Spider-Man. So let's see where Shwabadi's going.
So quick, so dead.
Oh, never mind. For some reason, I thought that. Wait.
Feels so good like a red 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. That was the hook. Got it. I was really confused. I'm like, are they just feeding into each other? But no, that was the hook. Okay.
Punish it, but I don't need a shoddy. I take a man off the board like his Pinterest. I turn a king to a prince.
rewound a little too far. Sorry.
Miss a shot like a bullseye, man, on the edge of your view like a vignette. Dropping a man like my views in my interest. Putting my facts in the room with an inkjet. This is my opening statement. I break down the law and review the shit in depth. Hit so quick, so deadly. Quick red pie, don't forget me. Feel so good like a red dream. Red three. Red three. Man, better clean up the debris. Excel no spreadsheet. I'm in your head so rent free. Red three.
Damn, being famous sucks. So many man hit my guts. Spend my days chasing crooks, now they all got a price that were paid in blood. One swing to a dropkick combo, leave back guys with a vacant look. I fight for the greater good in a not so friendly neighborhood. Sick of posters posting on the web. If I'm posted up, I'm gonna pose a threat. Peter Parker punch a pack of punks, so pack it up and go home with broken legs. Spoke with chest, never said it, lest I meant it completely, huh? Superhuman strength, fused with newest tech, you could never compete me, nah.
I like what Shwabadi is doing here. I like what Shwabadi is doing here with Spider-Man. He's not being nearly as like in your face with the bars as Rustage was, but he's very clearly like taking. I'm not sure which Spider-Man he's taking inspiration from. I don't know if it's the MCU one, if it's the PlayStation one, if it's just like generic Spider-Man from the comics. I'm not sure, but like. Listening to the bar about the tech makes me think it's either the Sony Spider-Man from the games or it's MCU Spidey. I'm not sure, but like he's really covering a decent amount in a very short period of time with very little effort, and that's again just like Rustage, very impressive.
And what's next up? I'm so future, I'm so 2099. Won't get a penny out of life for crime. Called up Penny for the wilder fights. She turns scenes to an anime.
Okay. It's literally all the Spider-Man. He's basically just covering the Spider-Verse. Okay, we're on board with it. Got it.
Called an anime, you're gonna tussle with a child of mine, or this spider bite. If I go cosmic, I'm the violent type.
Hit so quick, so deadly. Quick red pie, don't forget me. Feel so good like a red dream. Red three.
I will say that it was a little weird for him to cover the entire Spider-Verse. He mostly was talking about Peter Parker for a good like portion of it, and then he switched over to Spider-Man 2099, and then Penny Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. And I'm fairly certain there were a couple of other references, small ones in there as well. And while that is cool, considering the fact that Daredevil was focused specifically on Matt Murdock and no other character was, you know, there are characters that were referenced, but like no other character popped in the form of like replacing Matt Murdock in the rap. And I know that I don't think that there's been another Daredevil besides Matt, but it just felt a little weird that Shwabadi decided to cover like as many spider people as possible. I'm not saying it's bad weird, it just is weird, you know? Like, he did a good job of doing it. It just, instead of focusing only on Peter Parker, he focused on, like, a decent number of other Spider-Man characters. Which doesn't quite fit the tone of the Red 3 thing, because, like, what's his name? Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. Most of his, he's got red on his costume, but most of his costume is blue. Like, doesn't quite fit, you know? That's just my opinion. Just a small little thing that I noticed. But what he did was cool. Just not quite fitting the theme, I guess.
Man, better clean up the debris. Excel no spreadsheet. I'm in your head so rent free. Red three. The fancy whips. I could fly you a ride on Reynolds. Man need acting tips. 100 bad actors, Ryan Reynolds. Self-diss, now I'm overthinking. Here's how I'm gonna kill you in a dope description. 8 rounds in your face like a solar system. I got some for everyone like socialism, but I'm crazy pissed. Cause they wouldn't let Jada Smith give way to Kiss for my make-a-wish. Forget bullets, I'm putting names on clips for this. Balls of steel, that's Colossus bullets. No popping, locking, but your body's popping. Give tip a tat like Bunny Run. Do not Google that if your mom is watching.
I take it back. I take back what I said. Connor was perfect for Deadpool. Connor, like, I could imagine if Deadpool was British, I imagine Connor Quest being Deadpool.
Break the first, second, third, and fourth wall. I got work, the points that I've earned on the scoreboard. Never one for the small talk. I'm a loud mouth even when I'm total in a 4-door. I baptize my cats and name them new one for them and it's well thought out. Call my nines comic timing, cause just like my jokes, I can get drawn out. I think I dissed myself again. Yeah, hit so quick, so deadly. Quick red pie, don't forget me. Feel so good like a red dream. Red three, red three. Man better clean up the debris. Excel my spreadsheet. I'm in your head so rent free. Red three, red three, red three.
Connor was my favorite. Connor's so good. Connor is so good with his rapping. He's like, Connor Quest always surprises me with just about everything he's capable of doing. And I hate to say it, but I always underestimate him. And then he just like wallops me in the face with things like the freaking cutting out twice in the middle of his rap to talk about the fact that like, you know, the first one was the Google thing. And the second one was the fact that he dissed himself again and he was calling himself out for it. Like, Connor is a menace, okay? Oh my God, that was good. That was really good. Like I said before, go support this, go run this up, go support these guys. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, thank you for joining me. This is Archive of 12, and I will see you in the next video.